Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Slow Burn Pro Wrestling Podcast, where all professional wrestling storylines live. As always, I am your host, Matt Brennan, bringing you all professional wrestling's news, notes, innuendos, and whatever else you can come up with in this wonderful world that we call pro wrestling. Welcome, folks. Not a special thing today. Show number 101. Who gives a damn about 101? But regardless, happy Sunday to everybody out there. Happy Sunday from the Slow Burn. Big Sunday today. Important Sunday. Can't wait to go over everything with you. But before we get started, yesterday I did a Facebook Machine Live, kind of give everybody the idea of what I had in mind. And I just want to say, let me explain again why there was no Saturday show. All right. Pretty simple. You guys know my normal plan, how I like to do this, is we got shows on Tuesday, Thursday, because on Tuesday we recap Raw, on Thursday we recap Dynamite, and then we do Friday to recap TNA, we do Saturday to recap SmackDown, we do Sunday for our week in review and to recap Collision. Normally we don't do a Monday show. Now, with that said, today, huge day because we have Slammiversary coming up tonight. And guys, I'm going to tell you, this is the biggest TNA pay-per-view that we've had in a very, very long time. It's huge. Last I heard, they were really close to getting to the 10,000 mark as far as their ticket sales. Guys, for TNA, and again, I'm not taking anything away from anyone. You guys know I'm more into TNA right now than I am just about anything. But anytime that any organization, any promotion can get upwards of 10,000 fans into an arena, and it's not WWE, it is an absolute success. I'm talking barn-burning success. So, with that said, I decided to switch things up. So, I told you guys in the live yesterday, what I'm going to do is we're going to do our normal show today on Sunday. I will recap SmackDown and Collision. All right, no problem there. We have plenty to talk about, trust me. And then I'll do our TNA Slammiversary preview. And then tomorrow on Monday, I'll do the Slow Burn Week in Review. I'll also obviously recap Slammiversary, and I think I'm going to do, I might do a TNA special thing tomorrow. I'm thinking about maybe Mount Rushmore, maybe not, maybe do like a system. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but regardless, we will have a show tomorrow. All right, that's the one thing. I have a couple ideas to maybe do a couple different things. My question is do I want to start it this week, or do I want to start it next week on a normal regular show week where we're doing Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see the direction that I go, but I don't know. Well, there's so much out there. There's so much stuff to do. And remember, I'm a one-man crew here, folks. One-man crew with a special needs son and a real job. So with that said, we'll make the most out of what we can do. But I always promise you, if something comes up, you'll hear it from me. All right? I won't just ghost you guys, okay? Because I know the 10 of you, this is very big viewing pleasure. All right? Also, got some responses back on some of the folks that I gave my thank yous to a little yesterday on the live, but also on the 100th episode of the Slow Burn. And I just want to say, guys, again, all of you, those that reached out to me, thank you. It means a lot. Those of you that didn't, just know that you still mean the world to me, and I appreciate all the help that you've given me. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. The Slow Burn thanks you. I thank you. So let's get to SmackDown. It seems like forever ago that we had SmackDown. It was an okay show. We were live from San Antonio. I thought the crowd was actually pretty good at times, but man, when they were quiet, they were quiet. It was like when the crowd got quiet, everybody went to the bathroom at the same time. It was so weird to me. Normally when you got, and what they say, 15,000 there. I know the San Antonio Spurs Arena, whatever that's called. I know it's bigger than most regular NBA or NHL arenas. So, it's not the old San Antonio, what is it, the Alamo Dome or whatever the hell it was, that big-ass cavernous place. But it's still pretty damn big. And I thought that at times the crowd was really thriving. I thought at times they were just freaking crickets. Like there was nothing. Like I said, that's why I felt like when they were quiet, they were really quiet. But when they were loud, they were really loud. So decent crowd. We opened up the show in a different way than what we've been doing recently. We had a little soap opera action going on. Solo Sikoa and the boys from the MFT, the motherfucking Tongans, My Family Tree. They get into a little finish fender bender outside the arena. Had a couple black SUVs, looked like Solo crashed into a member of the Secret Service. But regardless, we had a messed up vehicle. Who were the fingers going to point to? Obviously, we know Jacob Fatu served prison time. This guy's unhinged. He doesn't trust the cops anyway. So how do we get to him? Well, the thing of it is they were going right after Jacob. I mean, just pinpointing the guy. The whole thing of it was, though, is I enjoyed the show aspect of that. Sometimes in today's modern world of wrestling, we don't always get the old school 1980s, 1990s soap opera issues that we used to get. That overarching storyline. You don't see car accidents anymore. We're not looking at maternity suits and things of that sort, right? We're not hitting anybody in the hospital with a bedpan anymore. But why not? Why can't we do that every once in a while? I read a thing last, and I called them out online, so I'm not gonna go any further with it. But I had a group that I respect say it was cartoonish. This piece was cartoonish. It reminded me of the early Attitude Era, and all I could think was, so big deal. Like, it's still entertaining. It doesn't always have to be freaking promo wrestling interview, promo wrestling main event. Like, that doesn't have to be how every show is scripted. We can still go off the rails sometimes. And I liked this part. I can't say the same about the rest of the show. I scored the show a C plus because it was highly, highly average. Not awful, but not great. All right. So the car accident outside, you kind of had an idea where it was going to go. Maybe you didn't, maybe you did, but you knew the fingers were going to point at Jacob. I said immediately, Solo did this to himself to try to get Jacob out of the picture. And I would think, well, is that too easy? Who cares if it's easy? The thing of it is it's a good story, and it's something that we can help build up even more of this Solo Jacob activity that, honestly, guys, it's going to grow whether you like it or not. So you can get on board with it or just sit back and miss 25 minutes of every program. I don't know what else to tell you. So, I was excited to see where this went. And matter of fact, when we started the action, I was excited. We had backstage with Charlotte and Alexa. Again, super, super excited for the direction that they're going with Charlotte and Alexa right now as a tag team. This tag team is working for me. And we're going to get Charlotte versus Raquel. The interaction backstage of Charlotte walking up to Alexa and basically saying, hey, I need you to have my back. And Alexa's like, it's cool, man. We didn't win. It's fine. And Charlotte then says, and this is the first time that Charlotte has been this way. All the positivity that's came off of this has been coming from Alexa, right? But now Charlotte says, oh, by the way, and I got us a tag team titles match at SummerSlam. Boom. Okay. This is where Charlotte and Alexa are going to take these belts. Unless there's a change somewhere. All right. Charlotte goes against Alexa. Although I think it might be better at this point to have Alexa turn on Charlotte. But please don't do it at SummerSlam. Let them win the belt. Let them have a little bit of a run because honestly, this group is fun and we deserve fun. All right. We've had a lot of hardcore drama in the women's division lately. I mean, think of the stuff that's going on right now with Becky and Lyra. Think of all the shit that went on with Naomi and Jade. And then you throw Bianca into that mix. Like all of that negativity, Nia and Tiffy, all of that negativity. We have had a lot. Let's let this fun story develop with Charlotte and Alexa as a tag team. By the way, Charlotte goes over on Raquel. As far as the match, as excited as I was for the piece with Charlotte and Alexa, the match itself was not good. It was so slow. Charlotte, honestly, she was fine. It just was what it was. It kind of plodded along, if you know what I mean. It's like they could never really get into a true rhythm. Part of that also even made a Hurricane Rana that Charlotte did look so bad, just because there wasn't enough rhythm in this match. All right. Sometimes dance partners don't work. And honestly, I was excited for it because I thought Charlotte will really bring out the best in Raquel Rodriguez. Fortunately, it was the opposite of that. And now, again, I'm good with this because I'm going to get Raquel and Roxanne versus Charlotte and Alexa. And I think Roxanne is going to be absolute money with Charlotte Flair. I'm telling you, there is money to be had with these two girls. So we'll see how that works out. But the match sucked, but the lead up was good. So it's like great story leads to subpar. I shouldn't say subpar. Let's see. Great story leads to average action. I think that's kind of fair. And you guys know I don't say much negativity about the Queen. So just you guys obviously it probably might have been worse than what I'm saying. We had an interaction with Damian Priest backstage. He's all pissed off, walking around, trying to find Aleister Black. Damian, be careful because sometimes you might find what you're looking for. That's all I'm saying. And you did. But I love the interaction that he had with Carmelo Hayes. Melo's not going to back down from anybody. Damian Priest, a big dude. He's a bad dude. Carmelo, not a big guy. Can go in the ring. There's nothing the kid can't do. But he will not back down from anyone. He shows no remorse for anything that he says. And to me, that's great damn heel work, man. That's great. There's a little bit of Shawn Michaels heel in him, but there's also a little bit of Ric Flair heel in him, too. And there is a difference. It ain't even subtle, all right? But I think that Melo's doing such a good job with that right now. So we're going to get Melo versus Damian Priest. And to be honest with you, it was okay. Alistair comes in. I thought the match itself was very good, actually. I like watching Melo. I really do. I enjoy watching Melo. I've been kind of down on Priest as far as in-ring. He looked really good in this match. I mean, really damn good. So, maybe that's a sign of things to come. All right. And hey, you know what it tells me is maybe we could get like a Priest Mello thing going. However, correct me, and I know he's on Raw. You know who I want to see wrestle? I want to see Karrion Kross and Damian Priest wrestle. Two big dudes. I don't know. There's something about that. Something about their attitude. Excuse me. Something about their character work. There's like everything that I think it would be a really good matchup. But the match itself was good. Aleister Black comes down, interrupts, and we get Black Mass to Damian Priest. I loved afterwards when Aleister says, "I heard you were looking for me," as Priest is laid out, knocked out on the freaking mat. Aleister leans down to him, kneels down, basically says, you were looking for me. Here I am. This is what you asked for. And I mean, not in the exact words, but that's kind of what you gathered out of it. And it was a decent piece. Priest and Aleister Black could be kind of fun. I'm okay with this. I really am. This could be a really good mid-card feud. And it might kind of skyrocket one of these guys into something even bigger moving forward. So, we'll see the direction. All right. So we come back from commercial break. Cop cars are pulling in, and we see Jacob Fatu get released. All right. Basically, by the way, he talks down to the cops. Love that. Kids, don't talk down to the police, please, because the stuff that happens on Raw will not happen when you're pulled over for speeding. Okay. Trust me. So he gets released. I loved how the cop um, looked at him and he goes, "You are free to go and handle your business." And it was almost like Jacob's mouth starts watering. He's like, "All right, okay, all right, here we go." And he makes his way out and he starts cleaning house, man. He really does. He starts taking as many people out as he possibly can um, with the assistance of cousin Jimmy Uso. Big Jim, baby. Big Jim comes down. He kind of gets rid of Tala Tonga, formerly known as Hikaleu. Gets rid of him first because his attention was drawn to Jimmy. Gives Jacob a chance to take other people out. Ends up with Jacob and Tala Tonga on the outside. I'm telling you guys, Tala Tonga looks strong. It took extra to get him down. I love that piece. They're making him out to be the big bully of this MFT group. I like it. I like it a lot. I also really liked the teamwork that we got out of Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso. Guys, there is something brewing here. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this new Samoan story. All right. I'm telling you, I don't know what the direction will be. I keep hearing that it'll be Jacob and Jimmy and Roman and all that. I don't know, man. I don't know. And honestly, I don't know if that's needed. Roman can stay in that main event picture where he's at right now and let Jacob have a little something here. Let Solo do his thing without Roman having interaction. I think that there's enough there. I really, truly do. And, I want more out of it. And I think we're going to get a lot more out of it. So this piece was super exciting to me. Loved the timing of the double super kicks from Jacob and Jimmy. Uh, Double super kicks are a Uso thing. We know that. Just like the Young Bucks, man. Super kick party. I am not one of those people that think there are too many super kicks in wrestling. I think there are too many ill-timed super kicks in wrestling. But when a double is timed as well as Jacob and Jimmy's were last night, man, oh man, it was damn good. Damn good. So, where did that take us here? Stephanie Vaquer, she went over Alba Fire. Wanted to give Alba Fire a little props here. That was the main thing. Stephanie Vaquer looked great, but Alba Fire is sneaky good. All right. This match was great. I don't need Wade Barrett to freaking come out of his pants every single time that Stephanie performs the Devil's Kiss. Like, this is not a new move anymore. But I get it. The excitement's there. Stephanie's over, man. What did I put here? Vergara is so over, people don't realize it. And I truly believe that, man. Next year, if she can keep riding this momentum that she has right now, I'm bleeding. If she can keep riding this momentum that she has right now, she'll be as big as Rhea in the next year and a half, 2 years. I'm telling you. And right now, Rhea is carrying the women's division. Not like she needs carried because it's so damn stacked. I'm just saying that she's the premier. Like I said, she doesn't need a belt to get over at this point in time. So, like that, we had a 4-way tag match for gold. Or I'm sorry, my note was 4-way tag match gold. This was to see who were going to become number one contenders. We had my man Andrade and Ray Phoenix. Love this tag. I have been calling this tag since the first time they met up. It was funny, even last night, my wife said, "Hey, didn't you say that these guys should tag all the time about a month ago?" And yes, I did. Thank you for noticing the genius that is me. No, man, we had Andrade and Ray Phoenix over DIY, over Motor City Machine Guns. Who else was in this? Oh, and Fraxium. And Fraxium. I only had one negative part about this. I thought this whole match was outstanding. My only negative was I didn't like Ray Phoenix's gear. He wore the full body suit. Reminded me of bad Rey Mysterio gear. I don't like the full body suit with a mask. Never have, never will. I don't like it. I just I don't mind if it's a cutoff or something like that, but full long sleeve, full body suit and mask, it just doesn't look right to me. It's like latex overload. That's my opinion, but that was my biggest negativity of this match. I'm all in for this team. I'm all in for to see Ray Phoenix and Andrade make a run. We know that now they're going to get a tag team title shot. I assume it's SummerSlam over the Wyatt Six, Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis. Guys, Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis versus Andrade Ray Phoenix is going to be a damn banger. All right, it is a match full of fire. I will say this: if it is on SummerSlam, I wouldn't want to be the match following them. I'll tell you that because they'll burn the damn house down. 100% will burn the damn house down. So again, scored at a C plus. It was what it was. Let's move on to Collision, guys. This was pre-taped in Chicago. A decent pre-taped card. What did I say here? I put very solid. The whole crowd was solid. The matches were solid. Everything was solid except Tony Schiavone. I'm not even going to get into this. I mean, I'm so freaking done with Tony Schiavone right now. I he said at one point last night, I'm going to get to this. There was a 4-way tag match, and he made the comment that the Guns had lost the belts to the Hurt. I'm just giving one example. It's the one that just popped in my brain. He says the Guns lost the tag belts to the Hurt Syndicate not long ago, and they'd like to make another run. No, they didn't. That was Private Party, and that wasn't that long ago, man. Like, I'm not a professional. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a wrestling mark. Tony Schiavone, you're a professional. You're still supposed to be doing this at a high level, and your notes aren't even fucking right anymore. And I've been giving Tony Schiavone shit for about a year now. And I loved him back in the day on WCW, man. He was electric in the 90s and 2000s. Hell, even in the late 80s he was great, but man, it just ain't working anymore. JR can still call the action like he sees it. It still sounds fantastic. I mean, it ain't as crisp as what it once was. It isn't JR and the King, but Tony Schiavone, it ain't anything. I mean, it's just sometimes it's rambling, sometimes it's incoherent. But like the simple stuff of not even knowing the tag match situation of the people who are wrestling, like whatever, you're calling out something that might be important to someone, and you're wrong. And I'm calling attention to shit I probably shouldn't be. Let's talk about the show. We're opened up by the natural Dustin Rhodes, man, the last of his kind. The new TNT champion. I put a couple notes on this. I put moving and emotion 101. I'm so happy that Dustin Rhodes won this belt. Again, I would have lost the farm had I don't have a farm. I would have lost the house had somebody bet on who was going to win that match. I would have taken Fletcher all day long. However, with Dustin winning, I'm so damn happy. And his promo stirred up so much positivity in me. And then we get Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher coming down. And this part worked as well. Fletcher takes the mic, kind of starts going off, almost crybaby in a little bit, but aggressive crybaby to Dustin. And Dustin says, "Hey, dude, you're a badass, man. You are good. You are the machine. You are the real deal. But the other night it was my night. And right now it's my turn to shine. And I've been through so much, and I deserve this. And man, it was good." And then Don Callis gets on the mic, and I'm thinking, "Oh shit, he gonna rip Dustin. He's gonna rip him. It's going to be great. This is going to be a good promo battle." And Callis basically tells Fletcher, "Now wait a damn minute. I dig this dude." And he starts talking about his respect for Dustin. And then he pounds him with, "If your rest of your family," basically calls him the third wheel of the Rhodes family behind Cody and Dusty. I'm like, oh shit. So what started off as so respectful and all this appreciation for Dustin Rhodes ends up being a kick you in the balls moment. And Dustin goes after him. Fletcher goes after Dustin. Guys, before this is over with, we are getting Dustin versus Kyle Fletcher. I assume Dustin puts him over. This is perfect. Actually, this story ends up being absolutely perfect. And if Dustin doesn't lose here, it's still perfect because we can get so much out of this. I think this could be a little lengthy thing. I like Dustin Rhodes and Don Callis interactions together. I don't know why. I just really, really enjoyed it. All right. Backstage, we got the conglomeration conglomerating, basically saying they're back in business. We had Mark Briscoe calling out MJF. We have Willow basically saying her business with Stat ain't over with. This is good. Ishii just kind of sitting around doing Ishii mean face looking things. We'll see. Unfinished business is what I got out of that promo. So I'm good with it. I'm good with it. The only thing I ask is if Kyle O'Reilly is in the conglomeration, so be it. If Kyle O'Reilly is not in the conglomeration, so be it. But it's one or the other. You can't be in Paragon and the conglomeration. You just can't do both. This is wrestling. All right. You have to choose. You have to choose. You can't be both. All right. We always know there's a choice to be made in professional wrestling. Ricochet over AR Fox with the Gates of Agony making a difference here. Good match, as always. AR Fox. It's funny. Last night, we were sitting there and watching, and my wife says, AR Fox is really good. And I said, yeah, he is. But did you hear him backstage beforehand? This is the problem. I mean, the character development isn't quite as good as what maybe it should be. The mic work could get better, but it's not bad. But man, oh man, you put AR Fox in a damn wrestling ring, and just like other people I've talked about, there's no one he'll have a bad match with as far as in-ring stuff, and it was no different here. But Ricochet goes over. It was what it was. All right. We got Mox coming down. I said the other day, I said that I hope that they give Mox some time off. I still hope that, but we didn't get it. We had Colt Cabana down at ringside. God, love my Colt Cabana. I'm Pro Wrestling Tees till I die. You guys know I obviously wear a lot of wrestling shirts. You see them on here, and Pro Wrestling Tees is one of my favorite places to get myself through. Matter of fact, I got Pro Wrestling Tees bracelet that I wear. But anyway, Colt's a big part of Pro Wrestling Tees. Love watching his shows on Whatnot as well. But Colt, I think Colt might be dead. I actually think that he got murdered by Moxley. Man, he blooded him up the hard way within about freaking 15 seconds. If you don't know what the hard way is, that means like there was no blading. You guys know when professional wrestling. Sometimes use a little razor, cut their hairline or whatever, brings the blood out in a big way. The hard way is you freaking get busted up. Like, it's for real. A lot of people, Mox does it the hard way almost every time. A lot of people do it that way. It's very old school. But Cabana took it the hard way, and he got busted up, and then he got chained, and then they hung him with a chain, and I think Colt Cabana is dead. We'll see. Usually has a whatnot show that he does on Sundays. I'll check it out tonight and see. We'll see. Actually, I won't because I'm watching Slammiversary. So, got to speed up a little bit here, guys. What Mox, after he left Colt Cabana, bloody dead body, he says, I'm giving you what you want. You wanted blood. I'm giving it to you. I thought that was a good piece, but I'm still going to stick to my guns and say that Moxley should be gone away for a little while. I don't need to see Moxley on television. Didn't need to see him last night. Don't need to see him for a few weeks. Let's let Death Rider business cool off for a little bit and see if we can regroup. That's it. So I didn't like it. As much as it could work, as much as I'm giving you what you want. You wanted blood, I'll give you blood, blah, blah, blah. That works. You're interacting with the crowd. I get it. But, man, oh, man, you were shit for a while, and I think we need to just take a little break, come back and be your genius self. All right, Mox, that's it. Let's see. We had Statlander backstage. She's going to bounce back. Damn right she's going to bounce back. We're going to get some more Stat and Willow. You know what? We're not going to get away from it yet, so we might as well embrace it. So let's just do that. Megan Bain over Tay-Conti Tay-Mello. It was decent. No one could come down, so we had no interference. That Megan Bain doesn't ever need anyone down. So let's take note of that. This is the best she's looked in a while because she was by herself. Let's keep up with that. We had an interaction with the new group Skyflight, which is Scorpio Sky and Top Flight. Their manager, the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels, backstage. They had a little interaction with Don Callis. I think we're gonna get a little war between Skyflight and the Callis family. I'm all for this. I think this could be a really good piece. Thought Callis was a genius in this. I loved at the end. Nice to see you, Sky. Was it Scorp or was it Sky? Either way, it was nice. So we had a really good Athena Tony promo battle. Tony's so damn over. Tony's so damn awesome. Chasing Athena off of her balcony. That worked. This is going to be such a damn good match. Alex Windsor makes her one-on-one debut official on Collision since signing with AEW. She beats Taya Valkyrie. Windsor's interesting. She's going to be interesting. She's going to be very fun to watch. All right. I know I'm speeding through this, guys. Looks like we're going to get Bowens and Billy Gunn back on the same page again. Or are we? I'm saying absolutely not. I want Billy Gunn back with his boys. I'm sorry. I want Billy back with a Colton and Austin. I do. I think that's where we're headed. So give it to me, please. $200,000 match for the tag folks. We had the Gates of Agony getting a little richer as they beat the Guns. Juice Robinson back in the house. Big Bill and Bad Apple and crew. All right. This was damn fun. I enjoyed the fuck out of this match, to be honest. Really liked the Big Bill Juice Robinson interaction, and we get a lot more of that as these two end up brawling backstage. Juice ain't backing down from nobody. Bill, we know, is a dang monster. These are two really damn good guys that I really enjoy. So excited to see what'll come from it, okay? We had a Max Caster Open Challenge. He got his ass kicked within about 2 minutes by Kyle O'Reilly. But let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. It's getting over. I told you a month and a half ago this was going to get over, whether you like it or not. We like stupidity sometimes. I said we. Best match of the night here, which I don't have enough time to talk about, is Roosh versus Shibata. Okay. Now Rush is going to get into the trios action with LFI and taking on the Ops. Okay, give me more. You guys know I want more Rush. All right. And then at the end, main event, we had Jet Speed, Bandino, Mascara Dorado over the Callis family, which was an A-style match. We gave it a B-, guys. Let's talk quickly about Slammiversary. I'm going to give my predictions as I go through the card, all right? We're getting AJ Styles tonight. That might be the number one thing, okay? Friday. Ash by Elegance will retain their belts tonight versus Inspiration. That's on the pre-show. Steve Macklin, Jake Something, and the Manser taking on Real One, Zilla Fatu, and Josh Bishop. I wanted it to be Bishop Dyer, but it's Josh Bishop. I'm going Zilla and the Crew over the other joint. System over Dark State is my opinion, all right? Tessa over Indy Hartwell tonight. We got Moose versus Leon Slater. You know I'm a Moose guy, but I think Leon Slater wins this belt tonight, all right? Mustafa Ali will go over Cedric Alexander tonight. We got a ladder match, Fatal 4-Way. The Nimbus versus the Hardys versus the Rascals versus First Class. This is going to be match of the night, hands down, without a problem. I'm going Hardys to retain their belt, or Hardys to get their belts back. Masha Slamovich versus JC Jane for all the marbles, winner take all. I'm going Masha to win the knockouts and the NXT title. And the main event, guys, Trick Williams versus Joe Hendry versus Mike Santana for the TNA Championship. We're going Trick Williams to retain, but I'm rooting for Joe Hendry. Guys, this is the Slow Burn.